Hello, dear friends. Time is like a broken record that always repeats the same music, but every now and then there is some newsworthy variation. Opinion piece. Doomsday Bunkers. Prices start at $20,000. Construction on the rise. Demand in the Middle East. The last cap of the great beast. Economic risk of tourismophobia. Message from Jesus through Julian Assange. Medea Greere believes that everything starts on September 6th. Let's start. After the brick bubble comes the banco bubble. Many buyers fear that the conflict will break out. The company Atlas Survival Shelters, which sells the Doomsday Bunkers, has experienced an increase in the number of customers alarmed by social unrest, revealed its owner, Ron Hubbard, during an interview given this week to Fox News. Nearly half of the population believes that the conflict could break out. The Ron Hubbard who founded Atlas is not the same person who founded the Church of Scientology. They are two different people, even though they have the same name. The founder of Atlas is R.D. Hubbard, who established the company in 2011. The founder of Scientology was Lafayette Ronald Hubbard, who lived from 1911 to 1986 and founded the Church of Scientology in 1954. The Ron Hubbard of Atlas is contemporary and is still active as CEO of the company, but the Ron Hubbard of Scientology died in 1986. Atlas Survival Shelters is a company specializing in the manufacture and sale of underground shelters and survival bunkers that has positioned itself as a leader in the shelter industry, taking advantage of the growing demand for this type of products among certain sectors of the population. Prices range from $20,000 for basic shelters to over a million for luxury bunkers. Their products range from small 100 square foot shelters to luxury bunkers of over 1,600 square feet with multiple rooms. Their headquarters and main factory are located in Sulphur Springs, Texas, an hour east of Dallas. They have a network of hundreds of distributors in over 30 countries and ship and install worldwide. The company also has a factory in Poland that supplies its European customers, and the Middle East has become a hotbed of customers, especially in countries like Israel and the United Arab Emirates. Atlas offers a wide range of survival shelters, underground bunkers of different sizes and capacities, tornado and natural disaster shelters, safe rooms and vaults, in-BC nuclear biological chemical air filtration systems, and customizable shelters with various amenities. They use quality materials like bullet-resistant hardened steel and offer military-grade air filtration systems from Swiss and Israeli manufacturers. Their shelters are customizable and can include modern amenities like full kitchens, showers, and sleeping quarters. They also design the shelters to be airtight and feature CO2 removal systems. On their website, they explain that they make different types of survival shelters, which can be used to protect the people closest to you in the event of a pandemic outbreak, civil unrest, malicious mobs, radioactive fallout, biological fallout, or electromagnetic pulse against attacks by indigenous or foreign terrorists. Opinions. According to Benjamin Fulford, no matter which Western group tries to take control of the global financial system using cryptocurrencies, it will fail because it doesn't have the gold to back it up. All of this means that there are expected to be intense negotiations about the future of the financial system between now and the big BRICS summit in October. The general situation is that the current paradigms do not work in either the East or the West, and that some kind of great financial reset would be unavoidable. Crystal River's opinion. Remember, this is so that when darkness arises, so does light. It is the eternal dance. We cannot allow the priestly class and government to retain knowledge. They tend to lull people to sleep in order to gain more power for themselves. Time is like a broken record that repeats the same music constantly. Bombshell announcement from Medea Greere. It all starts on September 6th. As the sun sets on a chapter of Veracity and Division, a new dawn is approaching, a dawn heralded by promises of unprecedented restoration, strength and prosperity. The promise of a better tomorrow is no longer a distant dream. It is a reality that begins now. Close quotes. According to Michael Snyder, a war scenario is being prepared. While the mainstream media focuses our attention on the upcoming elections, the stage is being set for the unthinkable. The chess pieces are in motion across the planet, and world leaders continue to drag us in directions we should not want to take. If everybody really understood where current events are taking us, there would be massive protests in every major city. According to Julian Assange, the world is waiting in the calm before the storm. A transformation of global proportions is on the brink, driven by an unprecedented confluence of technology, political intrigue, and enigmatic symbolism. Elon Musk's Starlink is on the cusp of launching a revolution that could redefine global communication and security forever. This is not just another technological innovation. It is a seismic shift that could alter the course of history. The countdown has begun, and the stakes could not be higher. Message. Message from Jesus Sananda through Julian Assange. Most of you know me as Jesus or Yeshua ben Yosef. My true soul name is Sananda, which was given to me at the time of my soul's birth. I come now to correct the lies that have been spread about my teachings and my time on earth. The truth will shock you because it will shatter the false image you have been given. My mission was never about religion or dogma. It was about exposing the hidden forces that manipulate humankind. The time has come for you to understand the deep connections that exist between the political, economic, and the spiritual realms. The elite have long attempted to hide this knowledge from you, but their time is coming to an end as the Earth's frequency rises. Your ascension into the higher dimensions is near. You must realize that thoughts and feelings are the true tools of creation. What you believe, you manifest. What you fear, you empower. But love, friends, is the ultimate force. It can destroy the dark systems that have controlled you for centuries. We are now in the final battle, the end game, where light will triumph over darkness that has enslaved humanity. All destructive patterns of thought must be removed. Corrupt religious institutions that distorted my teachings to control you are crumbling. I never wanted a religion in my name. I came to teach unconditional love, to help you break free from oppression. Now, more than ever, you need to wake up to the truth. We are preparing for the great event, a massive shift that will uplift all of humanity and your beloved Mother Earth. The chaos you see now is the last gasp of the beast, the dark forces that are losing their hold on this world. You are free. It is time to reclaim and celebrate that freedom as we build the new golden age on earth. I am here with the company of heaven and our boots on the ground allies, our network of light workers to help you emerge from the darkness. You are one of us. Join us, recognize the truth, and together we will manifest a new reality. The time is now. The truth is out there. Seek it, spread it, and prepare for the dawn of a new world. Economy. Housing market is in the biggest bubble of all time. Once revenge CEO. European stock markets close August at record highs after volatile start to month. IBEX exceeds 11,400 points and closes August with a 3% rise. India overtakes China as the country where the number of rich people is increasing the most. According to Sochafal, British bankers facing an imminent economic collapse want Trump back in power. Trump warns Zuckerberg that anyone who interferes in the elections will be jailed for life. The British government could lose support for its painful financial measures. Germany deports 28 Afghans with criminal records after the attack in Solingen. Ukraine announces suspension of payments on its huge debt. Ukrainian army shoots down its own F-16 plane, pilot killed. Zelensky sacks top Ukrainian Air Force commander after fatal crash of F-16 shot down by friendly fire. UN concerned about risk of military escalation in the Middle East. Spain. Economic risk of tourismophobia. Record numbers of visitors are sparking protest, but their spending is supporting the Spanish economy. Authorities are trying to find a balance. Spain will go from having the most expensive electricity to the cheapest in Europe in the last quarter. The capital of Uzbekistan will have a district inspired by Barcelona and designed by Josep Antoni Acevillo. Flirting at Mercadona is the latest viral trend in Spain. There is a new trend on TikTok that tells young singles to go to the Mercadona supermarket chain between 7 and 8 p.m., the so-called flirt time, to find the perfect partner. Americas. While Americas gain momentum in the race for lithium, the US could be left behind. The export of electric cars from Mexico to the US exceeds $3 billion. AMLO believes that the relationship between Mexico and the US will depend on respect for sovereignty. Milei bets on Argentina's entry into the OECD and strengthens its alignment with Washington. Milei reveals that he takes millions of ounces of gold out of Argentina to avoid inflation and suspension of payments. Two Argentine couples win the 2024 Tango World Cup. Bolivia and Chile pause their fight for access to the sea to focus on fuel supply. Bolivia has 11,300,000 inhabitants, a figure lower than projected. Ecuador's electoral body registered 59 alliances to participate in the 2025 elections. The EU buys illegal gold from Brazil while preaching sustainability. A Brazilian judge suspends the use of the social network X. Musk calls the blocking of X in Brazil an unprecedented attack on speech freedom. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.